The Quiet Strength Within, a reflection on Leonardo da Vinci's wisdom. Leonardo da Vinci once said, "I love those who can smile in trouble, who can gather strength from distress and grow brave by reflection. 'Tis the business of little minds to shrink, but they whose heart is firm and whose conscience approves their conduct will pursue their principles unto death." These words feel like a whisper from a place of deep understanding. They speak to something we all know but rarely acknowledge, the quiet, raw strength we discover in our hardest moments. Life isn't always kind, and sometimes we face pain that feels unbearable. Yet, Da Vinci reminds us that this very distress holds the power to shape us. Smiling in trouble, I've seen it. People who, even in the face of overwhelming grief, manage to smile. Not a forced grin, but a smile that comes from a place of resilience. I think of my friend who, after losing a loved one, kept moving forward with quiet courage. Her smile wasn't a denial of pain, but an act of holding on to hope, one small step at a time. It was a silent declaration, I will keep going, gathering strength from distress. Strength isn't something we're born with, it's something we find when life pushes us to the edge. I think of those long nights when everything seemed too much, and I felt like I couldn't go on. Yet in the darkest places, strength emerges. When we allow ourselves to sit with the discomfort, to feel the weight of our pain, that's when we discover we can still move forward. It's not the absence of fear, but the decision to keep going despite it, the little minds who shrink. It's natural to want to shrink in the face of difficulty, to avoid the hard truths. I know I've felt that fear, the desire to run away from what scares me, but Da Vinci's words challenge me to rise above that instinct. To face my fears, even when it's uncomfortable, it's about choosing to confront life head on, rather than hiding from it. A firm heart, a clear conscience. There's something deeply powerful about choosing to live with integrity, even when it's difficult. It's not about being perfect, but about aligning our actions with our values. I think of the times when I had to make hard decisions, when telling the truth was painful but necessary, and in those moments I found peace. It wasn't always easy, but it was always worth it. Pursuing principles unto death. True power is not about controlling others or avoiding discomfort. It's about staying true to your principles no matter the cost. I think of those who have risked everything for their beliefs, from activists to quiet everyday heroes who fight for what's right. They teach us that real strength comes from staying firm in our values, even when the world doesn't understand. So what is power? It's not about domination or control. It's found in the small everyday choices to be kind, to stand firm in our beliefs, and keep going even when life gets hard. True power is the courage to be ourselves, to face our fears, and to choose love over indifference. In the end, it's not about being invincible. It's about choosing to show up, to be vulnerable, and to live with integrity. That's where true strength lies.